Hi, it's Sonja again from East Coast Recovery. We've got Adam from Norwich sharing his experience of being vulnerable around Christmas and New Year time and just coming out of rehab. He's been sober for 15 months and he's been out of East Coast Recovery for a year. I think it's this week. So, hello, Adam. Thanks for giving us your time. Hello.
Hello.
How did you find your first Christmas and New Year, Adam? And we're talking about feelings around alcohol and your family. How were they? What was that like for you?
I went to my sister's for Christmas 1 year ago today. They didn't have any alcohol in the house, so I think they locked it away in the garage, which I did say, you're welcome to drink. Obviously, I'm going to be around alcohol. You know, you'd have to live under a rock Christmas not to come into contact with alcohol. But you don't need to put yourself in a position where it is there, but you have to be prepared for it. So, yeah, I think my second day out of rehab. So it's the first time I'd had my bank card and freedom to walk where I like in 3 months. So, you know, having done a very intensive program, this first test, going to the village shop to buy a newspaper and a cigarette and no alcohol, you know, for the first time in, I don't know, 10 years probably. So that was by myself. I had my cards and I stood there in the shop and a wall of alcohol behind the counter. And it was a funny moment. I just got my paper, walked out of the shop, walked home, and I felt triumphant. I think the key for me was the meetings. 2 meetings. Obviously, we were in lockdown last year. So I arranged my day around program, what I'd been told to do, and with AA and other support groups. There's a lot of meetings around Christmas because it's a very hard time for people, whether they're in recovery or in a very bad place. I think with alcohol, obviously, for me, Christmas was always good cover to drink because everyone else drinks. So you have to cling to the rock that is recovery and the AA program. And it can seem like a chore when all your family's sitting around the fire watching Home Alone 2, eating cheese and drinking or not drinking. And you go in another room to sit with like-minded people and talk about recovery, and that's what you need. Like being reborn, coming out of rehab, and doing the 12-step program. So you are a child in many ways.
How did it make you feel, Adam, being around people that were drinking?
It made me feel proud that I'd spent the day not drinking.
Yeah, of course.
Every day I feel proud of myself at the end of the day, another day completed. At the time, you talk about it a lot, you know, with everybody because you're fresh out and it's a big thing, and I felt elated, but at the same time very nervous and cautious, and that's why we need the meetings.
Yes, definitely.
And the spirituality, you have to have that because you could get ahead of yourself. Your ego could get the better of you because that's our problem is our ego. Everyone else is having a good time, they're drinking, and they're all right. They're not drunk, and then the thoughts could start creeping in. Well, I could just have one, and it will come at you from a funny angle as well. So, best to at Christmas, just stay away from alcohol. If you're sober in another year, like I am now, then you can enjoy Christmas more. I'm not seeing my family on Christmas Day due to work on Boxing Day, and I'll be spending time with some friends from work. And obviously I haven't said to them, they know I don't drink, but in their world, I just don't drink. I'm in recovery, and that's the end of their story. People are very respectful, you find, in general, and some people actually want an excuse not to drink at Christmas. I think some people feel pressured. Normal people feel pressured into it. They don't really like drinking anyway. You'd be surprised how many people give them an excuse to say, well, actually, I'm not going to drink either.
So last year you were fresh out of rehab. This year you're a year and a bit sober, 15 months sober.
Yeah.
What do you think the reason for that is?
Well, we never stop growing when we stop drinking or taking drugs. It's a completely new life. So you're reborn when you stop drinking. So I am 1 year old now on my road to recovery. So I'm way ahead of where I was last year.
Yeah.
Next year I'll look back at this year and think, well, I wasn't at the end. This year, I started off the year, I did 90 meetings in 90 days, which is recommended. And, called my sponsor every day, went through the 12 steps again. The addiction comes in many, many forms. It's about fellowship. And
being connected and supporting others as well.
Supporting others, because only we can really know how someone else is feeling if they're in a bad place.
What are the things that you're most grateful for here and now? In short, what do you feel most grateful for?
I feel grateful for all those things, but I think most of all, I feel grateful to my higher power. If it wasn't for that, if it wasn't for the fact that I found some kind of spirituality in my life, all the rest would be meaningless, I think. Because when I'm at home alone at midnight on a Saturday night and the co-op's about to close, that's when thoughts might creep into my head. So I have a lot. That's when I pray, and that's when everyone else is a support. Everything else is a massive support. But yeah, I have gratitude for my family for sticking by me. But I don't rely on them anymore. They're there, but they're free now to not worry about me. So I have gratitude for that. I have gratitude for the program. I have gratitude for ECR for giving me the tools and all the phrases in my head that I have to remember every day to help with my recovery, especially the Serenity Prayer, which I say, I say it 10 times in Sainsbury's as I'm walking around. Especially at Christmas. So I have gratitude all around, and that makes me happy. And I actually got a Christmas card from the owner of my football club, Celia Smith, and it said I have a lot of gratitude for you. Which no one said that to me for. She probably wrote that in 100 cards, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, because it means a lot to you.
It means a lot to me because no one said that to me for years. I hated Christmas. I hate it because people were happy. Sarcasm. Sorry to ramble on. So I've got gratitude for normality and all the people that have helped me get to this position. And I personally couldn't have done it without ECR. I knew nothing about 12-step program before I went there, and amazing staff. I've got gratitude for the world, and I just feel that Christmas is a good time to love rather than be loved.
That's it.
And it sounds a bit corny, but love makes the world go round. In my mind, at the moment, we have to look at the positive side of things and concentrate on our individual relationships with people. Shut out all the noise.
Thank you so much for coming on. We all from East Coast Recovery, we all wish you a happy Christmas and a prosperous New Year.
Thank you, Sonja.